Good evening, it's Barrow v Lincoln City in the Vanderarma National League. Kicking off, it's not been told off, they've got the game on. Up in Cumbria, quick look through the lineup. Number 40 for Barrow will be Flatterly in goal. 2, it's Beeley. 3, William Anderton. 17, Turnbull. 6, Diarrhea. 5, Livesey. 23, Wright. 8, Harvey. 9, Bennett. 20, Harrison. 11, Williams. For Lincoln City, 1, Farnham. 2, Wood. 12, Long. 11, Hawkridge. 25, Raggett. 5, Waterfall. 8, Power. 28, Arnold. 30, Woodyard. 9, Ryhead. And 31, Robinson. Who needs League Cup semi-finals at Anfield? And you've always got the Vanderarma League. And they are about to kick off. We'll keep up to date with all the live scores. Most of the matches went ahead. And we're ready for kick-off.
To his former manager, Paul Cox, tonight. They were together.
Well, there's 3 games in League One. In the Sky Bet Championship of Brighton Hove Albany take on Cardiff City, and Reading play Fulham.
2 of the top 6 going head-to-head at Holker Street.
In the Championship, Gillingham and AFC Wimbledon has been postponed. Oldham are taking on Peterborough United. Sheffield United play Fleetwood Town.
Lincoln have completed 27 of their 46 games.
And there's one more game in the National League.
They have the opportunity tonight to extend
their
their lead
not
at the
as
top of the National
easily,
League
and
to 7
Maxwell
points
Town has been
before
told off.
continuing their FA Cup journey against your former club Brighton at the weekend.
Of course, Lincoln City take on Brighton and Hove Albany
very well in the championship
on Saturday.
Tonight, this will certainly be their bread and butter.
This time last week they got rid of Brighton and Hove Albany, and Lincoln City already on the attack.
Space to his left as well. Robinson
Ball on the left. Are they going to take an
an
early lead here at Holker Park?
Kevin Davis mentioned the importance of a fast start for Barrow. They're almost caught cold there.
Oh, but Lincoln City have started very brightly indeed.
That was a good break there by Nathan Arnold. I think he just chose the wrong ball.
Well, this one they're looking like a dead cert to be back in the Football League next season.
Bradley Wood back in the starting 11 this evening. The former Grimsby player with the throw. There he is again. Heavy touch. Allow Jordan Williams to make the challenge. Here's Reed. And this is Sean Long, who is a right back, but he started on the left-hand side after that injury to Habergam. So actually Lincoln taking the field tonight without their first 2 choice fullbacks, because remember Lee Beavers is out for the season with injury. Normal right back.
How many have tuned in?
It certainly shows that you really had to dig into your squad when things go against you sometimes.
We got one like and one person has dropped
He's doing
in.
an excellent job. When these tougher situations come along with injuries and suspensions, you need your bench to really step up.
He's got that contract extension till 2021 as well.
Hello, how are ya?
Really has got the feel-good factor.
It's Lincoln City with a
Lincoln
throw-in.
City. Haven't been in the Football League, remember, since 2011.
On their right side, in their half, long throw taken.
When he finished 13th,
They'll get another throw-in.
last season.
So far, Lincoln looking like they're going to collect another 3 points.
So there was no guarantee when he took the job.
Of course,
They're going to be
beating
at the top of the
Dover
table. They've been very average for the last
Friday.
5 years since they have been relegated from
Superb
League Two.
match for Barrow. They lost 2-1 at York City.
Anderton. Got away with that clearance.
Ball still with Lincoln.
Second goal
At the
solid
moment
against
they are
Dover on
all
Friday.
over Barrow.
Away by Bealey for Barrow, and helped away by Ray Harvey. Barrow just unable to hold on to the ball at the moment, though, in the opening exchanges. And that's a foul by Harrison.
Well, it's been a good start for the away
First foul
side.
goes to
The front foot
Lincoln
keeping
City.
the ball well.
Will Harrison be booked?
So Barrow haven't really got into their stride so far.
Oh, Willie went into number 11 there. Not the worst of challenges, but definitely a free kick.
Nathan Arnold uttering his instructions ahead of this free kick for Lincoln. Waterfall has gone
Just
forward.
28 yard.
He's beaten to
Did
it, though.
away.
Yes,
And the referee awards a free kick to Barrow.
Two central defenders for Lincoln have 10 league goals between them. They are a threat from set plays.
Yeah, they are. They've been excellent for Dan Cowley this season. Luke Waterfall coming in from Wrexham, and Sean Raggett as well. Excellent season last season for Dover and Chris Kinnear.
Came quickly to Williams. Slight suggestion that Richie Bennett was fouled there for Barrow. Here's Robinson for Lincoln. Borkridge had long on the overlap. Here he is, and that's the first corner of the game. Feely in the way.
And they've started really well, Lincoln, on that front foot. What you can say about Paul Cox's side, with a small squad he's got the
Lincoln
demand on the
City.
players to play 90 minutes.
They're going to take the lead very soon. Quite predictable.
The obvious target, and both
Three
those
in the
central
box.
defenders in there again for Lincoln.
Here it
Delivered by
comes.
Arnold.
Yes.
Away by Diarra, and then
No,
helped away by Ray Harvey
Barrow.
for
Gonna
Barrow.
bring that away.
He's coming straight back at the host at the moment, though. Livesey. Nick Anderton. Chance for him to deliver a deep cross. Too deep ultimately for Bennett.
I know Barrow did not nearly score. That just went
I said
out.
before the game, they do like trying to attack down that left-hand side.
Harmless for a goal
No
kick.
surprise that Nick Anderton's got acres of space to go into.
Some good
Talking
bowling.
about Nathan Arnold, that free roll that he gets when he comes in off the line and can sort of
no
play in
one
that
able to
final
get on
third.
the end of that.
Left the right-hand side open.
So that will just be a goal kick.
Talking of raising expectations, he's certainly
To
done that
the
at Barrow.
Lincoln.
That 25-game unbeaten run. One of the few teams to actually beat Lincoln this season. 2-1 at Sincilbank back in September. He could begin another run. Potential consistency this evening. He knows the size of the challenge ahead of him, though.
Oh, Barrow trying to go
It's just
forward,
putting long in the
but
pressure.
not really
Away by Farman.
being effective.
Livesey across. No chances taken.
What he does well, Theo Robinson, he stretches play. Makes the back four of Barrow go a little bit deeper. I think Dan Cowley, we're just looking for more goals with him in the league now. Leads the line well, works
Yeah, I've
hard.
definitely got this down as a Lincoln City victory. Those
Arnold.
results on the weekend were
Room
pretty
to
bizarre.
turn and shoot.
Especially one result at
Livesey,
Anfield.
picked up by Power.
Did I not say 5-0 to Liverpool?
Deep cross and
We
long.
got the 5
Reed was lurking.
goals.
He got his head to it as well.
But it was 3-2 to
Just couldn't steer it
Swansea.
on target.
Who saw
Well, it's a
that
great
one
ball in.
coming?
Applaud there from Matt Reid. He does
So
this so well. He
anyone who
just
said
pulls
they
off
knew that was going to
to
happen
the
or
fullbacks
had
every single time. You'd always fancy him. Great strength there
any
against
odds
Nick
on that,
Anderton.
I would say they were a total liar.
Great ball in there from
Nobody saw
Long,
Liverpool
putting it back onto his right foot.
losing to Swansea City, but
Possibly looking at Akil right
football's
to get a lot
funny
tighter
like
now
that.
to
You
long
get
to.
those
When he does
odd
come on his right foot, you're
results.
always looking for that diagonal.
Well, he's a player that Paul
I mean,
Cox,
yeah,
the
you
Barrow
feel I
manager,
can
knows
put it down.
inside out. They were together.
Did
The year they
Liverpool
won
have
this league at Mansfield.
kind of their mindset on getting to Wembley for the League Cup.
For Paul Cox that season in the 12-13 campaign. Huge admirer of Lincoln's top scorer, but not for the next 90 minutes.
He's
There's
only be
just
aware
a
of
free
his
kick to Barrow.
threats in the final third, especially in the air.
Take a bit of the pressure off the Cumbrian side, but Lincoln just keep coming back.
Barrow have a free kick opportunity.
I would say it must be absolutely freezing up in Cumbria.
Paul Turnbull.
Oh, they've got a free kick.
Clear at Lincoln to deliver this for Barrow. It's towards the back post.
Barrow have made it 1-0. This is going to be another bizarre result. We've got Lincoln City down to win this one. Quite comfortably, but Barrow takes the lead in 8 minutes.
6 games without a goal. He scores.
Well, at least one thing I can guarantee you, we don't get boring 0-0 draws on this channel when I'm commentating. Well, I'm really when there's a commentary on this channel. Oh, there was the 1-0, but just a little side foot past the goalkeeper. A bit of a bounce, and it fell nicely to his feet. Nicely just put it into the left.
This is what I was talking about earlier. Just in acres of space early.
Good goal by Harrison, but
that's where he gets the free run. You need to be
1-0
your arm into his shoulder a lot
to
more.
Barrow. Did not say any minute now Lincoln City will make it 1-0. It was kind of correct, but it's the wrong team that scored. No offence to any Barrow fans.
Well, there'll be stages of the season where he
Well,
will be
can
tested.
Barrow actually hold on and win this game?
He'll know that now. Big reaction now from his players. They dominated that first 10 minutes. I'd say the set plays are so disappointing to give away.
Barrow, remember, his last league win was back in November against Guiseley. They've only won twice in their last 9
we've had a few goals go through.
in all competitions.
Well, you'll be absolutely amazed
Oakenham
so
virtually
many sides that I've seen over the years that go on these
stuck to
unbeaten
the
runs.
bottom
They
of
have
the
that first defeat.
Vanderarme North.
It's a
Of course,
psychological edge of being a player being used to
Chorley
winning,
Town on the
and the emotion
weekend.
that goes into winning week in, week
A
out.
1-0 up against
Also, you get to a stage when you lose that
Bracknell
game, you get tired and fatigued, and he's got such a
Yeah,
small squad.
Bracknell
The demand on the players to play 90 minutes week in, week out, it just catches up with you.
Another one in the Conference South, the Gosport Barrow. A 1-0 up against 1-0 down to East Suffolk United.
Tonight, won't be.
And in the
Leading
Scottish
Holker
Cup,
with one
Queen's
this evening.
Park 1, Ayr United
He's waiting
0.
to play this forward. To see if the leaders
Trust
can
me, you
respond
only remember
immediately.
those Scottish names if you did the pools back in the 90s or 80s. I mean, do they still do the pools?
In a defensive position.
X marks the spot.
Woodyard, who's played every minute in the National League for Lincoln so far this season, to pick out Reed. Way by Bennett again.
Well, Barrow in the ascendancy with that 1-0 lead. There's a break on here, but Lincoln will clear the ball out of the ground. Our ball will be on its way to the Peak District. So guarantee way he brings it down when he's totally cleared the Lake District.
Anderton, the former Preston player, with the long throw for Barrow. It's towards the goal scorer Harrison.
Oh, Barrow giving it a good go here.
Goals Lincoln have
And the
scored in the league
stream's
so far
working
this season.
nice tonight.
We need at least one at Holker Street tonight. Here's Reed. Early from Woodyard.
We're in the green.
Huge clearance from John.
Which is
Flatt
always
in
a
the
good
Barrow
thing.
goal. Had to be watched all the way by Raggett.
No, Barrow won't make nothing of that. Cleared up the field,
Livesey.
cleared back down, and that'll just be a goal kick.
Well, I saw this even before the free kick was taken. You just see the acres of space that he's in, Byron Harrison. And this is the worst thing you do as a defender. Turn your body, just take your eye off the man. That's a good finish from him, and the confidence that he'll take from that after no goals in his last 6.
18 league goals for Byron Harrison. Ended last season on loan at Stevenage from Chesterfield before taking up Paul Cox's challenge at Barrow this season. Very impressive return at this stage.
Yeah, he's done very well.
Went back by right. Forward from Turner. Bennett on the charge. Bealey. He's found Harrison. And he's got Barrow a corner.
And they've certainly taken a lot of confidence, Barrow, from that goal from that man on your screen. The movement from the front two are causing Lincoln plenty of problems. 2 centre-halves are getting caught very square. Waterfall and Raggett.
Use of the hour, 6'5", one of the obvious targets. Forward from the back for Barrow. Jordan Williams with the delivery. It was towards Diarra. It was well defended by Lincoln. Cleared in the end by Arnold. This is Theo Robinson. Safely back from
We have
Bealey.
some more goals going.
By John Flatt. He's on loan from Wolves.
Eastborough 0, Dartford 1, and Gosport Borough have equalised against East Thurrock United.
Anderton.
If anyone's interested, and it's Borough now on their left side. Cross goes in, keeper should grab, he punches out, a missed kick by Lincoln, still with Barrow in the middle.
He did really well there, Paul Farman, to punch that and not try and catch
Kicks
it.
it downfield.
Harrison's knocked down. Good spell this for Barrow.
It's important they can just try and capitalise.
And as quick as Dartford scored, Eastborough have equalised in just 13 on 30 minutes, 3 minutes.
Won't get the return ball from Williams. Into Lincoln
As far as the transfer window goes, Hogan should be on his way to West Ham. That deal is, I think, all but complete, but it's not confirmed. Game going here at Gosport Borough 1, East Thurrock United 2.
Bradley Wood with it.
So for all the goals are in the non-league at the moment.
Foul on Turnbull by Woodyard.
Well, just lost their shape a little bit in the last 10 minutes, Lincoln.
And this free kick is in a very similar situation from where the goal arrived.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if
That's
Sean would just say to Matt Reed,
what I
you
like.
go and mark him this
5
time.
people have dropped by. Hello, how are you this fine evening?
He's marking him a lot tighter that time. He'd given himself 3 or 4 yards before.
You just joined us, it's Barrow 1,
So the
Lincoln
goals come from
City
this angle
0.
last time. Just do exactly the same ball.
Harrison
the same
scoring
questions.
virtually a tap-in from about a couple of inches to his left
In from
to give
Turnbull.
Barrow the lead on 8 minutes.
Away by Raggett.
And it should be dealt with by Lincoln, it's
Sharpest
not.
of the ball at the moment,
The
Barrow.
ball going back in, it
Turnbull
is.
once more.
And that'll go out
All the way
for a
through
goal
for a goal
kick.
I just certainly see since Lincoln have conceded the goal, they've just dropped back an extra 5-10 yards defensively. Midfield are not getting tight enough. I mean, his game this season's been all about pressing. So haven't quite done that in the last 10 minutes.
You can hear the instructions there from Danny Cowlick. Stick together, stay in the game.
All would have
That's
to go
important
for
when
the
you're going through
10th
this bad
tonight
period
here
when
at
Barrow are on top, you know the qualities that they do
Holker
possess, especially
Street.
with Anderton.
Barrow in
Williams down that left-hand
Furness.
side, getting plenty of crosses in.
Maybe
Sometimes you
just
need to
over
see certain situations out in
1,200.
10-15 minutes.
Heavyweight battle between Reed and Diarra. No foul given. Wasn't there either. It's good work from
That's offside. Bit of a mistake there from Barrow, but the offside flag saves them.
Let's talk about that pressing in midfield. He's done that time and time again this season and last season as well for Braintree. That's what you need, somebody when you're a little bit flat in your side. Just need someone to try and kick something off.
Say Barrow was rocking for the Rochdale game in the FA Cup third round.
Followed the Cowley brothers from Braintree, played in the playoff semi-finals last season. Still only 24.
In the main stand, only the A and the R are virtually covered.
Between these two.
You can easily make the rest of the letters out.
Really into the game. On top of the Matt Reed and Robinson up front, winning those headers. Just slightly concerned for the two centre-halves of Lincoln. They're just playing very flat and getting caught.
Hard work winning it back there for Barrow, Ray Harvey.
I say Barrow playing the long ball game.
No time on the ball for Alan Power.
But we've only played 18 minutes, a long way to go.
Accustomed to teams raising their game throughout the season. At the moment, they're the team to be shot at.
And of course, I've got to say that Barrow, of course, were part of the Football League from 1921 till 1972. Elected out the Football League by Hereford United.
The two midfielders now are trying to get things going.
Say Hereford United are now defunct, but will always be remembered
two or three
for that
occasions
win
now he's
over
gone up to
Newcastle United.
He's felt that he's been hard done by.
Harrison beaten to it by Raggett. It's a Barrow throw.
So of course at one time there used to be three Cumbria teams in the Football League.
They are unbeaten in their last 4 meetings with Lincoln.
They went out in 1977, I think, or 76. Replaced by Wimbledon.
Who was fouled by Robinson.
Of course, the last team to be elected out of the Football League were Southport.
You know what this means?
They're not afraid just to make themselves big and strong in that final third and just look for that long diagonal across. Asking plenty of questions now of Lincoln.
Free kick to Barrow. Could Barrow make it 2-0? Give themselves a bit of a cushion. Oh. Again, it's a long ball played into the 18-yard box and headed out left for a goal kick.
Well, they can certainly ask plenty of questions of this Lincoln defence. I think the concern for Dan Cowley is just that one clean sheet away from home this season at Tranmere.
They have scored in every away game though, except the ones at Dover and Dagenham. And they have got 57 league goals to their credit so far. Towering header from Diarra, much to the delight of the Barrow faithful. Awkward bouncing ball for the goalkeeper Paul
We've
Farmer.
had a goal in the Football League. Sheffield United 0, Fleetwood Town 1.
Again, he's frustrated that no
Glocklin
foul was
after
given.
19 minutes.
Another committed challenge, Ray Harvey.
I say Gillingham had a top result up there, drawing 2-2 at Bramall
And everything
Lane.
in it. Fully committed to the challenge and the follow-through.
That was a good challenge by Harvey. And another goal at Gosport, now 3-1 to East Suffolk United.
At the weekend. Barrow in front to the
And
top
Higgins
club.
is now on a
So far.
hat-trick after 90
Ray Harvey
minutes.
being
That's his
challenged by
second
Woodyard.
goal of the
It's
game.
come to Jordan Williams and almost came to Bennett. And then eventually by Power, only as far as Bealey.
Gotta say, Barrow's long ball game is working.
Well, Barrow just being in first set, absolutely everything that goes up to the final third. They're getting tight and winning it.
Actually back to the goalkeeper.
It looked like a handball against Wright. It wasn't given. Power for Lincoln.
This be a chance here for
ahead of
Lincoln.
Reed.
I think the important thing for Barrow is not to let Lincoln City get into any rhythm and get their game plan going.
Yara first to it again, those long legs of the Frenchman. And that's a goal kick. Remember, on Sunday you can see every goal from every game in the Vanarama National League highlight show. That's on BT Sport 1 from 10. And those who've made the journey from Lincoln.
Gotta say, Lincoln have brought a very good support up to Barrow.
Wet night in Cumbria. We should point out, though, that Barrow have taken 28 points from a possible 39 at home so far this season. They've only lost the one game. That was here against Southport straight after their FA Cup exit against Rochdale.
It's certainly been a real foundation for Paul Cox's side defensively here. They've been so strong. It's always a great base for them to try and build on.
Holker. So Barrow in front. Let's see how their manager Paul Cox is feeling with Natalie.
Oh, corner to Lincoln.
Paul, early goal. Did you see that come in with the start that you had?
I thought we started off pretty poorly. First 5 minutes, so I don't think we got the grips with the tempo of the game. But we've all of a sudden ground our way into it. But you can see two sides just going hell for leather and really trying to take the game to each other. So, yeah, it's you know, we're happy that we're 1-0 up at this precise minute.
Thanks, Paul.
Diarra missed that.
And it's cleared by Barrow, and long clearance downfield.
Jordan Williams to win it back for Barrow. Wright leaves it to Bealey.
Bit scrappy, but it's working for Barrow.
There's a good old school description from Paul Cox of this game at the moment.
I'd say it's scrappy in certain parts. I certainly think the pitch is not really.
There'll be a phone to Lincoln on the
halfway
halfway line. And here come Lincoln forward. There'll be a free kick.
It's a Lincoln free kick.
Well, he is the one person without Elliot Whitehouse in the side that can really break
White
on and try and
number
get
23 committing the
behind
foul,
two
pushing
strikers
his man
and try and play
over
in that final third.
and taking one of his players out at the same time.
He will certainly fancy this from this kind of range, Nathan Arnold.
Well, it's just on the edge of the box by the day.
He scored against Barrow in the 2-1 defeat earlier in the season. He's enjoying his best ever.
Could be the equaliser for Lincoln City.
In this free kick.
It's something that Dan Cowley always does with Matt Reed. Puts off the goalkeeper trying to set up his wall.
So Matt Reed's trying to put the keeper off.
And playing back into an onside position.
And he goes back into the wall.
Could this be a top free kick? Bold play. Oh, that's a good save from the keeper.
In the Barrow goal.
He got good distance on that ball indeed.
A decent attempt there from Terry Hawkridge. Doesn't really do enough to stop that going over. Right, it was on the outside.
That's
of
a
it.
good save.
That
At this level, that's a good save from the keeper. So it's a throw into Lincoln City. It's going to be taken long on the left.
Gives the opportunity for
Here it comes, thrown in long.
Area. Off the head of Waterfall, away by Bealey.
And it's cleared.
In the end by Harrison.
Straight back into the Lincoln City half, but Lincoln will get there first, I would think.
Didn't give that up.
No, they won't. And
in the face.
Barrow player took the ball square in the face. He felt that all right. He's down. So we're going to have a bit of stoppages. That would have definitely have stunned him.
He does this very well, just closing
A lot
down all
of
the
power
time.
in that.
Fully committed.
Close range.
Straight in the side of the face.
Let me
Time
take the
to get the
opportunity to
magic
remind you of a
sponge
huge
out.
FA Cup weekend in the 4th round. First up, Saturday midday, Liverpool at home to Wolves. That is on BT Sport 2. It's also available in 4K UHD. It's a midday start. Southampton Arsenal on the same day on the same channel
FA Cup
from
week in
5.
5th round.
And then on Sunday, the National League flag being flown by Sutton United at home to Leeds United. BT Sport 2 from 1:30.
I'm definitely calling that one a Leeds
Sunday.
United victory.
The man whose
I
goal
don't
still
think Sutton
separates the two
United are going
teams
to
here.
pull off a major
Getting
shock
some
there.
treatment, the 29-year-old.
Oh, Barrow going to make a substitution.
Between Paul Cox and Gary Sampson, his assistant. This is a player they will not want to lose.
Paul
So while we have a
Sampson.
stoppage, let's see how Danny Cowley
Wasn't he?
is feeling. He's with Natalie.
Paul Sampson
Danny,
was
you
the
just took the
goalkeeper
opportunity to
for
speak to the players. What did you say to them?
Southend United.
No, just sometimes you've got to stay in the game. And
Time
we've
for
started the game
Wikipedia.
actually very well, and then gave a really sloppy goal away from our point of view. A restart. Need to look back at it, but not disappointing from us. And then, to be fair, they've got head of steam, and good teams will do that at home. So sometimes you've just got to go and stay in there, and that was the overriding message.
It's not ideal, I suppose, to have such a team change right before kick-off either.
No, but we're a no excuse mentality. We don't make excuses. You know, for us, it is what it is. It happens, and we'll adapt. And we've overcome many barriers this season. That's just another one that we need to if we want to go to where we want to go.
And was it a risk at all to play Reed today? Were you happy with his fitness? Because you obviously subbed him in the last game at half-time.
No, yeah, we're just protecting his load, but you've seen the way he started the game. He's been a real problem for them. So no, we're pleased he's playing. Obviously, he's an important player to us.
Thanks, Danny.
Pleasure.
They do wrap Matt Reed in the proverbial cotton wool, understandably so. 20 goals last season, 11 already this. It is Barrow's top scorer that they have a little bit of concern about at the moment.
How's back up for Southend?
I might have been whacked to the face with the ball, but it seems more of an ankle
Hopefully looks
injury.
like he's done his ankle in at the same time.
Understandable concern on the face of Paul Cox. Here's a man Barrow will not want to lose. Barrow temporarily down to 10. That was Long's back pass, which Wright will chase.
Keep the goal there and boots it in long into the main stand.
It's not looking too positive for Barrow and Harrison. He's going to give it a go.
Well, it's taken consideration.
I don't know,
for
that's
three
the
important
Paul
games coming up for
Sampson.
Paul Cox's
He
side.
played for Southend United, but he made 308 appearances for Southend United from 1988 to 1997.
Certainly not moving freely.
Also played for Well, he didn't play. He was at Crystal Palace for a season, made no appearances. Played 8 years at Millwall, making
You just see the left ankle,
156
the black
appearances.
boot on.
Had a loan spell at Birmingham City, went on to Gravesend
Looks in a lot of
and
discomfort. Realised
Northfleet
Forest Green
on
Aldershot
loan.
Maxfield coming up
Then
in the
came
league.
back
You need to be fit, you
for
need to be
Southend
strong.
United in the 2001-2002 season and didn't make an appearance.
Trying valiantly to continue. We'll keep an eye on
He's
Byron
past
Harrison.
one here for Lincoln.
Being an important moment in the game for many reasons.
I've got to say,
You don't want to
Lincoln
any
do
more damage
pass
by
the
trying to be
ball
brave and
around.
Be strong to stay on.
Not that
Physio
time, that
Doctor
wasn't
will be
good
certainly
enough.
obviously struggling a lot.
Be amazed if Harrison
Well,
was able to
Lincoln
continue
left to
here.
go all the way back to their keeper, Farman. Long kick taken.
Reed.
He's
kept it
kept it in number 2, but don't think he's going to be able to get that back.
Played by
And
Jordan
now it'll just be a
Williams.
throw-in a little
And
bit further
Harrison has gone to
down
ground.
the
His
left
evening is
side.
over.
No, I
You
don't
can
think
clearly see from
Harrison's
the
going to be
replay that he-
continuing for Barrow.
Left ankle stuck in the ground.
And that is the type of incident you
Well,
cannot
Barrow going to have to
legislate or
make a
plan for as a manager.
substitution.
The man who's got now 21 goals for you this season, including the all-important one so far tonight, not able to continue.
I'd say he took his goal brilliantly. Not easy, this technique. Ball in the air for a long time. And it's just a control with the side foot. I'm sure Dan Cowley will look back at that with great disappointment, but
it was an easy
six,
goal.
Any goal will count, and that one was certainly one of real quality.
So disappointment for Barrow, disappointment for Harrison. Ended his 6 games without a goal tonight. He'll have to wait and see whether it will play a part in a Barrow win against the league leaders. Understandable disappointment on his face. Barrow temporarily down to 10 as the long throw from Wood comes in off the head of Luke Waterfall. Barrow desperately trying to get a substitute ready. Hughes, we understand, is the chosen one.
Well, I'm absolutely amazed, Steve, when you see a player go down, you've got to go and warm up, you get your shin pads on, you're ready to go. They can play 2 or 3 minutes now with 10 men.
Here comes a substitution for Barrow that they didn't want to make. So Harrison is off and on comes Hughes, number 18.
Lineup this evening. He replaces Harrison. And of course, who was
could be a big blow for Barrow.
Cambridge, he also scored in the playoff final at Wembley against Gateshead that year. Played last season north of the border for Inverness.
Don't be surprised if we just see Jordan Williams go offside Richard Bennett.
Woodyard. So as Jordan Williams is now in a more central role for Barrow alongside Bennett. He's just fouled Woodyard. Springing the Barrow step though.
And they've done excellently well since they got the goal, Steve. First 10 minutes you thought they were pretty poor. Lincoln had come out the traps and started fast on the front foot. Going up against a side they conceded in the last minute against York, you think their confidence will be down. But since the goal they've gone on to the next level. Just for Lincoln, they've really stepped off the pace from what we've been used to from a Dan Cowley side.
Bealey in the way. Twisted forward again by Sean Bealey. One in the end by Sean Raggett
10 minutes
for
to go
Lincoln.
to half time. Barrow still got the lead.
Lincoln throw. 18 points in the last 21 for Danny Cowley's team. 11 wins from their last 15 league games. Still trailing here at Holker
They
Street.
haven't lost this game yet. Plenty of time for Lincoln to turn it around.
Bennett has been penalised. Lincoln didn't like that challenge. They're surrounding the
I
referee.
think Bennett for... Oh, that's a
It's
yellow card for Bennett.
Richie Bennett.
So Barrow pick up the
He's only got
first
his eye on
yellow
the ball.
card.
But the Lincoln bench came straight out, so they weren't happy with the challenge.
Was it a bad challenge? He's gone for the
Little look
bowl.
again.
Oh, I think that's a bit harsh.
See the elbow straight into
Well,
his face. He just looks at him twice before he goes and heads the ball.
it wasn't intentional with the elbow. He did actually go for the ball. So I think we can give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Normal day, isn't it, Dad?
But in this game, if you lead with your elbow, it's up to the referee.
That happened to me. People say it might make me look better.
You were higher maintenance than most centre halves, though. Raggett's okay.
Oh, free kick to Lincoln City.
Well, the subject matter in the referees.
I think the keeper's just going to smash this straight
In that situation
upfield.
is the intention of the player. If there's a real intention, that could be deemed a red card.
Well, Dan Cowley's certainly not happy
That's
about,
not a red card. It wasn't intentional. Just one of those when you fly for the ball like that, sometimes your elbows come into play.
Too strong for Reed.
It's only a red card in my book if he actually looks at the player. If he would have looked at him then swung the elbow, then yes, it's a red card, but nah. I think a yellow card was as bad as it should be.
No, certainly not a Lincoln performance tonight. You're going to go through these situations during the season, and
well, definitely going to have some injury time, that's for
again
sure.
In the first half, just stay in the game. Being in these situations myself, it's just trying to find a goal from somewhere. You know, there's not really a performance out there at the moment from a player that can really turn the game for you. So collectively, you need to try and find something.
Conversation is still going on with the fourth official, Will Finney, about the elbow of Bennett.
Headed in.
It's away by Power. It was 29 yesterday. Closing down again.
Throwing to Lincoln City. Where Ayr United have equalised against Queen's Park in the Scottish Cup.
We scored 28 goals in the Northern Premier League last season.
1-1. It's been an equaliser at Bracknell. Ainsley making it 1-1 after 25 minutes. And Salford City, famously owned by Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, Nicky Button, Ryan Giggs, have taken the lead against Nuneaton Town. We'll just call him Phoenix, number 20, after 24 minutes.
Reed penalised.
And that's just a free kick to Barrow on the half. On the left side.
Being given against them.
The fourth officials, as they always are, deep in conversation with Danny Cowley, Paul Cox berating him. Will Finney's having a busy evening.
A few boos going around the stadium.
It's important now that they just keep their concentration. Already falling to peer pressure from both managers.
Keeper for Barrow's gonna kick long, that's for sure. Route 1 football. Massive long kick. That's headed away. Now we'll just go out for a throw into Lincoln.
Danny Cowley telling his players just to keep calm out there at the moment, because the temperature on the pitch anyway is rising. There's more Lincoln frustration, no free kick, away by Raggett.
Headed away, another throw in.
Well, they're not playing well in this first half, Lincoln. You have to give Barrow a lot of credit, especially coming under a lot of pressure in the first 10 minutes, and
in
then
their
they
own
get the goal,
half
and they've
by
just
the
taken complete control in the game.
near the main stand.
Terry Hawkridge enough on that left-hand side, trying to run at Sean Bealey enough to get one-on-one with him. Already seeing Bradley Wood get forward more down that right-hand side with Nathan Arnold.
Forward from Reed, trying to find Robinson.
Well, Barrow will want to keep this lead.
Lincoln throw. Woodyard.
Well, ball's read at Lincoln, but they're going absolutely nowhere, and it's a throw into Barrow on the halfway line. By the players' tunnel.
Bealey looking for Bennett.
Nothing here for Barrow, I don't think.
Right.
Can he do anything here down the right? Well, it's a throw-in, that's not too bad. Long throw coming in.
Important for Lincoln to maintain their concentration here, 3 minutes before half-time.
Yeah, as poor as they've been this first half, It's just one of those situations you need to get in at
And he's
half-time
taking
and
a good
regroup.
step back. He's going to
Dan Cowley
launch
try and get
this
his
in there.
thoughts together.
Could Barrow score a second just before half-time? I would say they're about 3 or 4 minutes of injury time.
Reed and Diarra is almost like a side match tonight. They're both being spoken to by the referee ahead of this throw.
They've been at each other all game so far.
And here comes that throw. It's thrown in long. Headed away.
Free kick to
And
Lincoln.
just a free kick. The Lincoln City.
It's the first of 3 successive away games in the league. In all competitions for Lincoln. This Solihull Moors away and then Welling away in the trophy.
Taken long.
Brighton at home in the FA Cup.
Another player down for Barrow and a free kick.
Bennett by Waterfall. That might have been related to
Waterfall, did he
the earlier
lead
challenge
with
from
his
the Barrow
arm?
striker.
I think he's trying to stick
Well,
up for
that
his
Barrow
centre-half
player
partner
will
there, Sean
certainly
Raggett.
need to find a new
Little kick in the
shirt.
back on him.
Ooh, a bit of a kick into the
Give it as good
ribs
as you
there. And has Waterfall escaped a yellow card? Definitely the referee sees it's a yellow card. Well, free kick in the circle, just in Barrow's half. They're going to go route one again. Yep, they go straight in the 8-yard box. It's headed away,
Back from right.
back in, getting scrappy,
Lincoln players going for the same ball, but they
and
survived.
cleared. Can
Robinson.
Lincoln City bring this ball forward?
Out in the
Long
full
kick,
again
and now
from
be a
Farman.
throw in
There's
to
2 or 3
Barrow
times now he's had
on the
back passes
halfway
straight to him.
line
It's not
on
great
the
pitch
right
tonight.
side.
Cutting up a lot. The back passes have been going straight in the middle of the goal as well. So many times you might see him miss kick one.
I
Pass
don't
back
think
to
it's
the
going to
goalkeeper,
be
put
able
it
to
wide of the
link it
post
that
at
long,
least.
can he? Well, it's gone down the right.
Bealey. It's gone Barrow's way.
What another throw in. How can Barrow launch this straight in again? The long throw. And we've got how much injury time? 3 minutes of injury
3
time
minutes of
to
time to
complete
add on
this
at the end of the
first
first
half.
half.
Launched
Bealey's
in
long
long,
throw. Hughes got a touch.
and that comes to nothing but a goal kick.
Only Guiseley have managed to beat Lincoln in the last 15 league games.
Who would ever thought the last team to beat
Reed is still training here.
Lincoln City is
Almost at the time
Guiseley?
of refreshment time.
Guiseley have picked up a bit of form, but they are still deep in the relegation battle. Oh, look at that old cup pool. I bet they can remember the time Gillingham and Barrow met in the FA Cup and played a lot of replays before Gillingham finally got hammered out of the FA Cup by Barrow.
Used in this first half enough to try and get Theo Robinson in between the centre half and
Well, they
full-back.
can probably remember Barrow's first ever league fixture in 1921, the formation of the 3rd Division North. The old 3rd Division was first formed in 1920 before being split into regional
Just
leagues.
about sums up Lincoln's first half.
Then of course in 1958
Just not really been at it in the first half.
both
Combination of
divisions were
plenty of
split
games,
in
the emotion
half.
of beating
The
Ipswich
top
in the FA
half
Cup.
made up the new 3rd Division,
Injury to Sam Habergam just
now
before the start of today's game.
League 1, and the bottom half made
Certainly sets
the
his standards
famous
very, very high,
Division
Dan
4,
Cowley, this season
now
since he's come
League
into the
2
football club.
in
Disappointed with his first half, but he
1959.
knows a good team talking at half
Of course,
time.
the first team to be
Just need to kick the
kicked
ball a
out
little
of the
bit
4th
better in
Division
midfield.
was Gateshead.
Wood didn't keep that in.
Who were also in the National League, looking for a return to the Football League.
Bannick went to ground. There's more onus on his shoulders now after the injury to Harrison.
I say he's going up against two big centre halves in Raggett and Waterfall. It's that physical battle, he still needs to keep that up.
40-year-old Gateshead, they're only a stone's throw away from St James's Park.
Runs in behind him, so he can drop a little bit shorter.
So it's
try and link up
pretty
play in
hard
that final
for
third.
the team from the two Gateshead to get that support.
Given a free kick to Lincoln. Jordan Williams it was who went to ground.
Time nearly up. In some ways it's been a good half for Barrow. They've taken the lead, but the man who scored, Robson, went off with a bit of a nasty injury, taking the ball square in the face and in the process doing his ankle. That could be another foul. That one's gone to Barrow.
Lincoln are amazed because that's a free kick to Barrow.
It's been a proper non-league battle this first half.
Mentioned it time and time again, that physical battle.
Again, did Diarra lead with his elbow? Lincoln player looking pretty stunned. What do you notice with these players? There's no tattoos.
Subplot really. Reed and Diarra.
So you give a Paul Cox side, you get a big physical strider that likes to play on the front foot.
How many times can you say you see 22 players on the pitch and not spotted one single tattoo?
Late goal against York, and you've been on that barren run since starting the season off so well. The small squad as well, the demand on the
people
players.
In the orange will bang this up front.
This will be the last action of the first half. In towards Diarra. Almost came to Hughes. Oh, and it was blocked on the way through.
Just wide. They won't even get a corner. The substitution Hughes dragging his shot wide, but they have got a corner.
Harrison, who Paul Cox then saw.
I think that's half time for now.
Frustration for him.
So 1-0 to the Bluebirds.
That separates the two at the break. When we come.
But methinks the Green Imps will be back for the second half. And they might turn this around or they might not. Anyway, I'll be back for the second half. Second half coming up very shortly. The players are now warming up. I'll say for the weather conditions, the Barrow pitch actually looks pretty decent. It's the famous Ronnie Moore, a popular character at Rotherham United, former manager also of Hartlepool United and Tranmere Rovers. And here come the Barrow players. Hopefully we're going to go straight to kick-off and there won't be any more ad breaks. Yep, and Lincoln City will kick off in this second half.
Mix actually, Dover and Dagenham and Redbridge. Will Paul Cox be smiling at the end of the game as he is halfway through it? Without his top scorer and tonight's goal scorer, remember, Byron Harrison, who limped off in that first half, in case you're just joining us on this wintry, wet evening in Cumbria. Barrow looking to respond after 3 league defeats in a row. They'd only lost 3 of their previous 38.
So can Barrow hold out, or can Lincoln City turn this around?
To get the second half underway and avoid a second defeat to Barrow in the league this season. Can the leaders turn this around? Beaten only 5 times all season.
Straight on the attack, Lincoln City down the right side.
So too the rematch between Reed and Diarra.
And Barrow boot that ball straight out of touch.
Might have been the theme of Danny Cowley's team talk at half-time.
Well, listen, they've been excellent all season, and sometimes you do have an off half.
Well, Barrow will not want to make any mistakes.
The way that they have pressed.
I think they're going to probably play the same way they did in the first half. They were awful for the first 5 minutes, then got that goal, and then went for the route one, and it seemed to work in that first half.
Towards Reed and Robinson. So for Barrow, Paul Cox will be absolutely delighted with his side's first half showing. Since they got the goal, they've really taken control of the game with Harrison off and Williams now on alongside Bennett. Certainly changes the mentality of the side.
The only change was in the first half.
But you know, in the next 10 minutes, Lincoln will probably start fast. And
Hughes coming on for the goal scorer. Could this be a chance for Jordan Williams here to make it 2-0 to Barrow? No. And Lincoln should clear that up the pitch.
We've seen that 4 or 5 times now.
They don't now be a throw on to Barrow.
A little bit deeper. Just get that little bit of joy in between the two centre halves.
Maybe Jordan Williams should just shot and tried his luck. Could have gone in, he could have flown out of the ground.
Sean Long now on the right. Bradley Wood has gone across to.
There's going to be a long throw on the left for Barrow.
Out in the warm-up tonight.
This be 2-0, it's a long throw in.
Long throw towards Hughes. Almost got the second ball as
and
well.
This time it's kicked out for a goal kick.
Can they keep this work rate,
Rebound off the Barrow player.
Oh, they certainly will have to. Can't allow the quality of Lincoln to start getting control in the game and get on the ball. And he'll certainly be aware of that.
Paul Casson, who of course is based in
Good
Dallas.
taken by the keeper, Flats.
Watching on to see if his
Good
club
defending that by Barrow, clearing the
back to winning ways
danger.
and try and build another run of consistency.
Getting White stuck in.
Go back into the playoff positions if they could close out a victory against the leaders. But there's Arnold. We've seen him score those a few times over the years from that kind of area.
He certainly likes picking up that area. Mentioned it in the first half.
Arnold
Starts
could
on the
have
right-hand side, looks to play on the number 10 role
Looked a
with that
bit
little
to
free
his
roll.
left and played the
When
ball
Lincoln have the
through
ball.
would have been a better
An
option.
opportunity there. We know we can score from that distance.
Yeah, but I think he took the wrong option there.
Followed by Power.
For a minute I thought Arnold
Actually
was just
scored
going to
the
pass
last time
it to his
Lincoln won at
left.
Holker Street.
But he went
Back in
for
November
goal and it was
2012 and a
pretty
2-1 win.
scuffed. So, free kick now to Barrow, just inside their own half, on their left side.
This has been a familiar tale of the evening.
Gonna go long route one, looks like they're gonna
Barrow trying
try
to
and
use
aim
that
for
aerial threat
Bennett.
from this kind of situation.
Played long in.
Try to pick out Diarra.
No end result for Diarra.
Hughes. Fouled by Woodyard.
And
Barrow
Barrow
free
win
kick.
another free kick, and Woodyard can't believe it.
Time and time again, I think this could have been a foul originally on Diarra. It's a kick in the head there from Raggett.
Okay, fair enough, that is a free kick.
As well. It's a dangerous situation here now for
Free
Lincoln.
kick could be a good one. Could this be 2-0?
Hughes and Turnbull having a look at this for Barrow.
Farman just
Organising
checking that his ball is all lined up
Keeping
correct.
it operating Matt Reed type tactics to try and upset
No,
him
this
doing
could
that.
be the goal. Could be a goal here. Okay, good fly into the crowd or out the ground,
Turnbull.
straight to the
Will it be
keeper,
Hughes?
hit the wall.
Will it be effective?
So is this going to be a
It's
goal?
Turnbull straight
No,
to the
it's going to
wall.
hit the wall.
Hawkridge.
Now to 4 conclusions,
Back into
one
trouble.
came correct.
Very nearly.
And keeper
Was
will
punished
get
for
that
it as
quite
well.
easily. They're
Barrow
claiming a
the referee
pass
doesn't.
back. Was there.
There's great pressure there on
He just
Alan Power in
checked.
the midfield there. Hawkridge gives him the ball that he doesn't really want in that situation. They press well. And for me, that's a pass
Ooh,
back.
that's a hard one to call.
Forward from
That
Waterfall.
could have been a pass back.
Back from Anderton.
Kicked up the field by Flats. Heads up. Ball into Barrow.
He's right.
That's not a good ball from Ryan. That'll be back to the Lincoln keeper, who launches it upfield. And it's headed out for a throw into Lincoln
Notice when
City
John
on the
Flagg
halfway line.
cleared that back pass, he tumbled and then got up rather gingerly. It's the 4th goalkeeper that Barrow have had this season. He's on loan from Wolves. He was in a similar spell with Cheltenham last season, who of course went on to win the National League.
Just to keep her rolling it out. Gonna do a score check in a minute.
Reed's flick into Robinson. Challenge from
Gonna get
Diarra.
to Lincoln,
Woodyard
you can
picked
get
it
that
up.
ball
Really
in
good
there.
tracking back by Wright.
He's just got a corner.
It's the first time in this second half that one of the centre halves of Barrow not won that header against Matt Reed. Great link up
Can
play
Lincoln
into
City
Robinson.
make anything happen with this corner? Can they get back in the game? Can they get their equaliser?
So can the set-piece tactics pay off for the National League leaders? Slightly congested. One would
Lincoln's
suggest in
corner
that
from the
penalty area at the
left.
moment. The referee's going to have
Bit
to
of argy-bargy in
have
the
a word.
penalty spot. Here comes
In
the
from Arnold.
corner. Good save from the keeper. It'll be another corner to
First time
Lincoln
he's been
City.
asked the question tonight, John Flatt, and he had the answer to deny Raggett.
Well, his face really says a lot. Wouldn't have known too much about this.
Well, it was a good header from Rackett.
Great
That
header
was
there
a
from
blinding
Raggett.
save from Flats.
Has Theo Robinson in front of him to deal with. He just pushes him away at the last minute. That's a terrific save from the goalkeeper.
Here's take two from Lincoln's point of view.
The corner came in, nothing has come off that.
Cleared by Ray
And
Harvey.
they'll be cleared well upfield. Plays
From
back
Wood.
down.
Good work from
Played
Robinson.
on the right. Oh, he's
And
still
it's
got
now
it on the
gone down for
right.
Barrow.
Ball's put in there.
Cross towards
Bit
Reed
too
again,
deep.
peeling away at the back post.
And Barrow would try and play it out of defence.
That's a Barrow throw.
That's a Barrow throw. So kind of Lincoln's coming on
He made his
top in his
debut
second
the
half.
FA Cup third round tie here against League One Rochdale. Might have expected to have been busier so far this evening. That was a terrific start. And his opposite number, Paul Farman, came out of his area there and then swiftly told Sean Raggett to go the
There's
other
a
way.
throw
He
in.
did well there, centre half Sean Raggett. Keeper coming down to no man's land, really. They shouldn't really be coming into. Centre half takes control and just clears his lines.
So the number 2 for Barrow will not throw it long, but he's got the ball back. Being passed around.
Right. Now Turnbull.
Ball floated in there. And I think that's just going to be a free kick to the Lincoln.
Well, Danny Cowley's left it only 9 minutes of the second half. He's going to make a change.
No,
Elliot
no
Whitehouse,
goals
who
have gone
he
in.
recruited in October from Nuneaton Town. He's going to replace Alan Power.
Well, he's just going to that central midfield role.
And
Whitehouse,
Alan
what he
Power's
will
been
provide from
replaced by
midfielders runs
Whitehouse.
in beyond Robinson and Reed. Midfielder that likes to try and break when the ball's out wide. He's that one, that central midfielder that makes that late run into the box, trying to get on the crosses that come in.
In Sheffield United in an FA Youth Cup tie. Elliot Whitehouse.
Few
Sent off
headers.
at Guiseley on Boxing Day. Richie
And that
Bennett
could
is
be a
now
free
down for
kick.
Barrow.
Well, I think that might have been a free kick to Lincoln. I know Bennett's down.
Waterfall
Let
again.
me just have a look at this again. They both jumped for the ball.
Committed challenge
Okay,
there
I
from the
called it
captain.
wrong.
It's a rerun of that incident, I should point out, in the first half. Same two players.
So
I
certainly
think Waterfall's
remembers that
going to
one
be getting a booking here.
on Sean Raggett.
Bennett's okay. Barrow need him to be with Harrison off the pitch.
55 minutes gone. No goals to report anywhere at the moment. Still 1-0 here. Well, the referee's giving it as a drop ball. Thought it would have been a free kick to Barrow.
Drop ball to resume.
Barrow win the drop ball, but Lincoln would retrieve it quite quickly.
Robinson
On the attack.
did well.
On the right. Needs to get that crossing they have.
Attacking it.
Oh, and it's
Away by
headed
Livesey.
out for another corner.
Mansfield corner. A Lincoln corner, rather.
Well, Reed and Robinson are linking up a lot better, though you weren't really seeing
I'll
that
just
in the
call him
first half.
number 5 for Barrow. I think it could be live
winning
this
those
season,
flick
we'll
ons.
see.
Robinson's in that right situation, in that right area, playing a lot tighter together as a front two.
Well, here comes the corner. Is this going to be the
In for Arnold, the
equaliser?
goalkeeper came
No,
a long
it's
way.
not.
Some bodies.
And,
Jordan Williams.
it's cleared,
Straight
but
to
not
Woodyard.
far enough. Will Lincoln bring this back into attack?
from
They
Vorkridge.
will. No one there
by
to
Livesey.
reach it.
That's good work from Wright. He's got to be careful he doesn't run into trouble,
Oh,
though.
good
Tidying up by
clearance, and that'll
Diarra.
go out for a throw-in.
Well, certainly sustained
Lincoln
pressure now
City
from
are
the away side.
starting to pile the pressure on.
You would expect now from Dan Cowley's side.
So Barrow holding out so
Barrow certainly
far.
have to get through them in these next 10 minutes.
Well, I think in the next 10 minutes Lincoln will probably have scored.
Long's throw.
And I know I said that last time, Barrow went up the other end and scored. So I don't think lightning can strike twice, can it? And Lincoln City going to make their second change of the night. And here comes the first player with tattoos.
Brighton took from non-league. He's going to come on for just his second appearance for Lincoln, his first in the National League.
So here comes Holker right there. Comes off and on comes Ward number 38, looking like a masterpiece. You could enter him into the Turner Prize, he might actually win.
Flank on the left-hand side, that's flicked on by Hughes. Cleared by Long for
Here come Lincoln City on the attack.
Woodyard.
Yeah, not really get that ball forward, gonna have to try and can't go right. But they can win a free kick right on the centre circle. It's taken quickly. Oh, that's a poor ball play.
In the second half, given away there though by Wood.
No, it's not a foul. Number 25 was gonna hoof it up the field. Now he will chips it up.
To search out Robinson.
Not down the left, not able to go that way, Lincoln.
Turnbull. Good work from
And Ken Barrow.
taking on Waterfall. Only really
Drawing
Williams
the
in
ball
the
goes
centre.
in, easily cleared by Lincoln, and Barrow will have a throw in
No real options
pretty
there for
far down the pitch.
Richie Bennett when he was out wide. Only Williams looking for Hughes to try and make that run in on the left-hand side to create a few more numbers in the box.
And it's
So a bit of composure when Lincoln win the ball, knowing they're not really going to be under a lot of pressure.
Throw. He takes it long up the
Bennett's
pitch.
header. Just a heavy touch there from
Yeah, I
Jordan
don't
Williams.
think there's-
Cleared only as far as right. He showed too
No,
much of it to
ball
Woodyard.
being lost, and it's cleared up by Lincoln.
Anderton. Hughes will chase this.
Know if Barrow can make anything happen here on the left. He's got the ball, going nowhere. He's found a man to pass
Ray
to.
Harvey.
Unable to get the ball in that 18-yard box.
Anderton.
He turns, puts it in, and that is far too deep. It's a weak clearance.
Turnbull. Terrific block from the
And that
substitute
rebounds, another header in.
And then it might come to Bennett.
And it's 2-0 to Barrow.
Richie Bennett.
Richie Bennett scores the second for Barrow. When I say about Lincoln City, they're having an equaliser in the next 10 minutes. It's gone to Barrow again. 2-0 to the Bluebirds.
Well, it's a wonderfully taken goal.
Called it wrong again.
And Elliot Whitehouse does absolutely brilliantly to stop this shot
It was
going
a weak
towards
clearance. The
goal.
ball
You have
sort
to
of
be switched on,
ricochets
you have
upon
to
the
be
Lincoln
marking when you're coming
players.
out.
Heads it
Talking
on.
about the two centre-halves,
Misses his
Bramall
header, and there
being
it's
very
again just a
square.
slide home.
Not once did they look or communicate with each
Yeah.
other to say you
Poor
have Bennett.
defending that from Lincoln. The
Goes
ball
over
phones
Waterfall, said it's a great
to
touch
Richie
from the
Bennett
front man.
wearing the pink
The quick second
boot,
touch
and he
past
just has to
pass.
slide it
Paul
home.
Farman.
It looks like it's going to
Great
be
touch.
victory to the
Coolly
Barrow.
finishes.
With an hour to play, half an hour for
Lincoln's
Lincoln to
character.
grab 2
Credentials
goals.
now for half an hour in Cumbria.
And let me just say,
In the season, they
Lincoln
conceded
City were
twice to Barrow.
2-0 down the
Harrison
Forest Green and
scored
came back to
exactly
win
the same
that game
as happened
3-2.
tonight. The same two
So it
strikers
can be done.
have scored.
It's not over yet,
That's Danny Cowley.
as Lincoln take the throw in.
That Richie Bennett was lucky to be on the
So
field in the
Barrow
first
must
half.
not get complacent whatsoever
Yeah, I
in
mean,
this
listen, Steve,
game.
he certainly will have a case that he feels it's going to be a red card. I think he has to look at the other side of the coin. That his side have just not been at it tonight.
Both Barrow's front men back amongst the goals in the big match when it mattered. Do you know what? If he'd had an option, he might have just freshened it up there.
There's still been
Tonight,
no
Paul
goals
Cox,
in
but he
any of the
had to
other
go the same
games.
too, and they both scored for him.
Yeah, he'll be delighted that so much emphasis is on Harrison and Bennett to get the goals and lead the line. And the work rate that they put in, time and time again.
They have definitely worked hard,
really
Barrow, to
on the bench, but the way that they
make
like
it
to play,
2-0,
it's
but
really
I've got to say it was
direct,
bad defending
working to
from
Ross
Lincoln
Hannah's favour.
City.
He likes to come short, he loves to spin in behind. Certainly an impact sub last 25
Not
minutes.
clearing their lines. Really, when the ball dropped to Richie, really, there was two Lincoln players who should have been able to boot it up the pitch. They totally somehow misjudged it and it bounced over them and went straight to Richie to side-footed in the net.
Away by Turnbull. From Ray Harvey. Well, Lincoln have to dig deep here.
Well, they do, and I think only Forest Green fans and Mark Cooper remember that they were 2-0 down when they were away from home. Bad first half from Dan Cowley's side. Last 25 minutes they really came into their own and really turned around a game that they looked like they could have lost, and possibly Forest Green going 12 points clear.
They found the Lincoln on the right.
Lincoln manager telling his players, we've done this before, we can do
Few
it again.
headers.
Barrow will be wary of that as well.
Ball with Lincoln, going down the left now with number 2. Oh, he's unable to get it down.
Early from Turnbull, looking for Bennett. Cut out by Waterfall.
And Lincoln left the try all over. I'll give it the Barrow, they're chasing that ball.
That's a Lincoln throw.
Keeping it as compact as they can, not giving Lincoln City a lot of room to manoeuvre.
I know he's one shot in the second half, Nathan Arnold. We haven't really seen a lot of him.
I'm sure Barrow will know what happened at Forest Green Rovers.
Just not really found him.
Down at the lawn, when it looked like Forest Green had got all 3 points against Lincoln City. Oh, long throw here for Lincoln. Coming in from the right.
Long from long.
It's headed out.
Back to the unknown Reading defender.
Should have put that ball straight back in there. They have now, but it's headed back out.
Cleared by Hughes. Ray Harvey was thinking about what he was going to do with the ball before he had it under control there. Back in from Ward. I should point out as well that Barrow conceded only 8 league goals at home all season. It's the joint best home defensive record in the league. Oh, he didn't hold that though, the goalkeeper.
Oh, just missed it.
John Flatt.
Oh, we would have made contact with that ball came to me, would have been 2-1. Another chance goes begging for Lincoln City as the ball's cleared up and goes out for a throw-in on the right for Lincoln City.
Much better play. You're looking at Matt Reed in the middle, being big, being strong. He's off for Nathan Arnold. That's a wonderful technique, wonderful strike.
It's not a bad
a little bit lucky that just parried it away.
Oh, number 31 should have been getting to that ball first and putting that in the back of the net.
Robinson. This is Whitehouse. Break most certainly off for Lincoln City here. That's good work from Wright. It's come to Williams.
There's a break on here for Barrow. Can they make anything happen here?
Ambitious.
No, they can't. Should be dealt with by Lincoln quite comfortably down the line.
Straight to Ray Harvey. So Barrow 2 in front. Let's hear from their manager Paul Cox with Natalie.
Paul, big blow to lose Barrow and Harrison, but you must be pleased with how you've coped with it and to be 2-0 up against the league leaders.
Yeah, I think the tempo of the game's really good. It's I don't think he can carry on like this, but yeah, Byron's you know, he's turned his ankle. There's nothing we can do about it, but you know, the lads are working hard at the minute, and hopefully we can carry on you know, to the end of the game like this.
So do you defend the 2-0 lead now, or do you go for another?
No, this team don't know how to defend. It's you know, you've seen them now, and sometimes that's a bit of our frailty. Sometimes they just want to go and score another one. But I'm hoping we've learned by some of the indiscretions early on in the season, and that we can now probably set up shop and probably win the game 2-0.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Which it has updated now.
Still fancy another one. And they're getting that kind of area.
And
Hughes
it's
just beaten
Salford
to that
3, Nuneaton 0.
by Woodyard.
Sheffield United 0, Fleetwood Town 2.
Whitehouse for
Cole
Lincoln.
scoring on 65 minutes. Old Athletic 1, Peterborough United 0.
Someone trying to search out
And
Reed.
FC Fleet
Reed has been
1,
penalised.
Alfreton Town 0.
Keith Reed with the sarcastic applause, because it's been a long running battle all evening, and finally he's going to be shown the yellow card.
Oh, he's taking that yellow card in good humour. We're not too bothered.
Oh, he's been physical all night, Matt Reed. I think he's had his fair share given against him as well. Sarcastic and half an
Careful with
applause.
that reaction, you know.
Yeah. I'll say sarcastic applause there.
That's a foul on Hughes.
Another free kick to Barrow.
Barrow free kick. Sean
Well,
Long
Lincoln City about to
penalised.
pick up another yellow card. Oh, Long not going to get booked.
So he's
Just a bit of
climbed all over
holding
him. It's a
on
needless
there.
free
He
kick to
went
give
to
away.
head the ball. So out of the left, could Barrow now make it 3-0? I would say 3-0. Just over 20 minutes to go. Should seal 3 points.
Whipped in
Ball
by
put
Turner.
in,
Headed
headed
away by
away.
Reed. Ray Harvey first to it.
Still
Can he
got the
get it
ball,
across
ball
for
put
Barrow?
in.
He can. Diarra jumping.
And he heads it wide
Directing.
of the left side.
I'm sure maybe just does enough
Goes out for
to
a
put
goal
Diarra
kick.
off. And this cross comes in.
Sure, he could have done better than
Second ball
that.
back well.
And there's Lincoln on
Right.
the attack, but Barrow defended well. So Lincoln do have the ball on the left, and it goes out for a Barrow throw-in. Long throw taken.
Tumble again with the ball in the channel. That one's gone out of play. Well, Lincoln are going to make their third and final change, and Matt Reed is carrying that calf injury. Is going to be sacrificed. He's on the yellow card as well. His run now goes to 11
Reed's
games
coming
without
off.
a goal.
Yeah, so frustrating time
Getting
for Matt Reed.
applaud from the Lincoln City
The lack of goals
faithful.
that he's got. It's been a difficult night for him up
And on
against.
comes Marriott,
Diarra and
number
Leipzig.
10.
That's good
Could he
management
be
there
a
from
super
Dan Cowley.
sub?
Sarcastic applause that led to the yellow card. He's not really getting many decisions. I think what Adam Marriott brings, I think he brings a little bit more control in that final third.
Well, so he's
But
been
they have to
pretty
get the ball down
end-to-end
to get
this
it into his
second
feet.
half.
Not so sure that Matt Reed wanted to come off. He wasn't really accepting the handshake of his manager there. Here's Bennett. That's gone over the
Well,
ground.
thanks for the 4 thumbs up. Much appreciated. To everybody
He
who's
felt
on
he
the
could still
drop
play
by
on.
and listen to
Well,
this
listen, every player
commentator of
course gets
amateur
substituted. You feel you can offer
quality.
something to the game, the frustration. You just have to respect the manager's decision. Sulking like that is not really going to get him anywhere. You go and knock on the manager's door in the morning, sort it out then. Team's losing 2-0. He's trying to make a substitution for the good of the team.
11 games without a goal will be in the back of his mind
Reed
as well.
sulking, he looks a bit knackered.
No such
Bit
passion
out
shown
of
in your
breath.
career. Not a professional.
As Barrow bringing the ball forward near the halfway line, coming down the left
Long
side.
from Anderton.
Ball
Gordon
chipped
Williams is going to
in.
challenge.
Oh,
Keeper
keeper's
decided to
punched
punch.
that away.
Lincoln had to win the second ball there.
And I think will Lincoln deal with it? A little pass played in their own area.
Away by Wood.
Booted away. Now Lincoln are going to come forward in search of that first goal of the night.
Gathered safely by John Flapp. So 19 minutes to go. Lincoln trailing. Here's their manager, Danny Cowley.
Danny, you made your changes. Just talk us through your thinking.
Yeah, just try to make a few changes. We've got a little bit of a problem on the left because we haven't got a left footer, so we're struggling to get out on that side, and that's kind of made us a little bit lopsided. But we haven't done well enough up to this point, and Barrow are deservedly winning, but we go to the end, and we've been in this position before.
Well, that was your message to the players. You believe you can still get something out?
Oh, always. We'll fight to the end, and we haven't played as well as we would have liked today, but we'll keep going, and you get one goal, it changes the complex of the game.
Thanks, Danny.
We'll wait and see whether those changes can bring a change in the scoreline that he's after.
Well, they've gone very direct into Reid and Robinson. It hasn't really worked out for them. I think Marriott just brings a little bit of quality when the ball gets played into his feet.
Anderton's long throw. Away by Waterfall. Chance to get this across again. He went for power that time. Miscued then by Whitehouse. Diarra. Now's a chance for Ward to break. Robinson going on ahead of him. He's got two options to his right as well. Here is Theo Robinson. Tame effort from him. Cleared by Danny Livesey.
Disappointed there in that situation. Need to do better than that. Test the goalkeeper.
Diarra committed the foul there, stretching. Just caught Marriott.
Yeah, it was just a challenge there from Paul Turnbull. Trying to take out Joel Ward when he played on that counter-attack. This is great link-up play. This is what I was talking about with Marriott coming onto the field. He's trying to take him out there, but didn't get away with it.
That wasn't subtle, was it? Third yellow card of the evening. And can Lincoln give themselves some hope with anything from the free kick? Certainly Adam Marriott territory. Substitute is spotting the ball.
Well, it's great being central. He's got the option now going either side of the goalkeeper.
This to be Marriott. The wall did its job. And back from Arnold, and the wall in the way again. Back in from Wood. Won by Anderton. Anderton's clearance once more. Bennett to hold it up for Barrow. Jordan Williams foul. A yellow card here, and it's for Raggett.
Just a concession of fouls from the centre half over the course of these first 75 minutes.
Long from Flat. Reminder, Sunday evening you can see every goal from the Vanarama National League in the highlight show, 10 p.m. on BT Sport 1 HD. And certainly the chasing pack, the likes of Forest Green, Tranmere, Dagenham, will be watching with interest at this scoreline at the moment. Lincoln, remember, had or still have the opportunity to go 7 clear at the top tonight. As it stands, Barrow will be back in the playoff pack. Still 14 minutes remaining. Robinson. Diarra went to ground, and that's a Lincoln corner.
Well, they've certainly got the ball down a little bit more since Adam Marriott's come on. Not going as direct into the front two. That's causing Diarra obviously a few more problems.
To Lincoln.
Just that movement in the final third.
14 minutes to go. Is it long?
Waterfall was waiting.
Oh,
The end came from
done
Raggett.
out for another corner.
Healy in the right place at the right time.
Dane Lincoln winning on corners tonight.
Be looking for that.
But it's goals that count, not corners. Where's my headphones?
In again from Arnold. Host of bodies in
Oh,
there.
he's headed that well wide.
Push results in a
Now
Barrow
be a
free
free
kick.
kick.
I think that Elliot Whitehouse has spoken out of turn.
Well, he claimed off his hand. He claimed he was pushed.
Oh, bit of shirt pulling there from
into the area.
Lincoln.
So his arm was way up in the air before he was pushed in the back.
And there was also a handball.
He was shown the yellow card. That's 5
So
for the evening
Elliot
now.
Whitehouse picks up the booking for his handball. There were 2 fouls there. Time ticking down for Lincoln City to get a hold
Bennett's flick.
in this game.
Williams
You know,
trying to get on the
score
end
a
of it.
goal or something.
He stayed down after that challenge with Raggett. Hughes. It's a foul by Anderton. All a little fast and frantic out there at the moment.
Just looking across to Paul Cox. He's just trying to say calm down to his players.
Well, if Barrow were wearing the white shirts and now wearing muddy brown shirts,
This
as
Barrow run
Williams
that
has
Barrow have been
been,
on. Certainly nerves will creep into the side.
he's got a bit of a split lip.
Certainly
Oh, he
right on
wasn't
there from Sean
foul,
Raggett. I
he
don't think
ran
he knew too
into
much
that
about it.
elbow.
Only one place this is going. 12 minutes to go and 2-0
And
down.
it'll be Lincoln City now with a long ball to put in the box
Alex Woodyard
as they've got the free kick
is going to leave it to Arnold.
right in their own hole, and I think they're just going to bang it in there and hope for the best. And Barrow head it away, that comes to nothing, and now looks like it's going out for a throw-in, is it? It's going out for a
Just a long free
throw-in.
kicks are going into the box. You've got time to get on the ball. Bradley was in central. Just try and be a little bit more brave up.
Well, it's kicked all long up the field by Lincoln, by their
Williams
keeper.
is still off, incidentally. He's requiring a new shirt before Barrow can be restored to 11.
And I think what Barrow want to do is try and keep Lincoln as far up the pitch as they can.
They've taken 25 points from 36 on the
You
road.
know, there's 11 minutes
Need
to go and they're
a
2-0
moment
up.
of inspiration to try and help them get back into this one. Barrow, whose last league win was at the end of November.
Lincoln
There
City
yet.
do score a lot of late goals.
That came off Hughes. Been won by Livesey.
Well, we just
Williams,
cleared
who's playing
away.
without a number on his back now. He's been
We'll
fouled
win
that time.
that throw-in. And Williams has got himself a clean
Just
shirt.
been plenty of these challenges tonight.
No name, no number.
The skipper Luke Waterfall.
He isn't yet in the referee's notebook. The next one might result in the yellow card coming out.
Waterfall's got to be careful, he's already on yellow card.
A few challenges in the first half, couple now in the second half. Final warning for him.
Well, could be a chance now for Barrows. Middle of the park in the Lincoln half. Out on that left. Ball
Turnbull's
put
free kick.
straight in. Is it going to come
Diarra.
to anything? No, headed away. Boot away,
for
still with Lincoln. Lincoln not able to bring it
Caught.
that far
Ray Harvey.
forward.
Terrific run.
Enough to play it out there. It could be a foot
It's
back
back to
from
Bealey.
Barrow.
Williams.
Put a ball in.
Hughes.
Well, able to control it. Ball
Diarra
floated
stayed
in
forward.
there.
There's the touch. Bennett. Good save by Farmer.
And
The
a
flag
good
was up
save from the
anyway.
keeper from Bennett's shot.
And again, they just keep it alive.
It was a good header on that. Bennett's definitely on sides. He turns a good save from the keeper. Any more goals in the other
big
games?
FA Cup weekend ahead. Double header on Saturday begins with
Dartford
Liverpool at home to
winning
Wolves.
3-1
Midday
at
start at
East.
Anfield on BT Sport 2.
Barrow,
And then later in the day, Arsenal go to Southampton from 5.
2-0 now to Old
to and
Athletic
available in
against
4K
Peterborough
UHD. And then on Sunday,
United.
Sutton United flying the National League flag at home to Leeds
AFC
United.
fled
A
on 2-0
1:30
up
start
against
also
Alfreton
on
Town.
BT Sport 2.
Brighton and Hove Albany have taken the lead against Cardiff City. And so far so good for Brighton in second place in the Championship, keeping the heat on Newcastle United, and in the Scottish Cup it's 2-2 between Queen's Park and Ayr United.
Well, certainly a few more gaps now will open up for Barrow. Lincoln just trying to throw a few extra bodies forward to try and get that next goal to put pressure on the home side.
Fans have responded to this strong, powerful performance from their team tonight.
Here comes Bealey with a massive throw.
Didn't reach Bennett.
Everyone goes for the
Hughes.
header. Is it going to fold to anybody? No, just a goal kick. Minutes to play.
We've only seen their team lose once at home in 11 months. We feel normal service set to be resumed unless Lincoln can hit back.
Well, Lincoln coming forward. Not like that. They won't. They're going to have to try and go either left or right. They're going to try for width. They're going to try and play through. So they're probably going to know ball's in there. And the keeper against that, no problem.
Double claim.
Oh, it's better play there. Nathan Arnold coming in off that right-hand side. Back forward Barrow, just probably dropping a little bit deeper now. With fatigue certainly setting in.
Cutting up pretty bad.
Whitehouse I was talking about, making that run in beyond the forwards. Comfortable taking the end there from John Flatt.
And East United have made it 5.
Anderton's throw.
At Gosport Borough right.
Bennett.
Scoring with 4 minutes to play.
Whitehouse to bring it forward, cut out by Wright. Time is of the essence for Lincoln.
Well, Lincoln going for the left. They haven't found their man. Comes back to them from that header. Well, it's tough for Lincoln. Can they get it in? No, not with that. They should go back to the keeper. And he gathers that with ease. Flat wearing number 40.
Twists and turns in the coming months.
I'll say, as you mentioned earlier, the likes of Forest Green, Tramley, I know Lincoln still have another game in hand to contend with as well, which could work in their favour. Dagenham certainly feel that they could feel the chance in the playoffs as well. The goals of Ricky Miller and
15 match
Ross Lafayette down in Dover.
Coming to an end here with
they could really push themselves into the playoffs.
There's Barrow played that long,
still a target, a realistic one for Barrow. Who remember only in their second season back
4-0 against Nellington Town. Grand scoring
from Williams
on 75 minutes.
Challenging
might be a third here. No, good save. Corner to Barrow.
Well, he did well there, Jordan Williams. What he does brilliantly, he pins Luke Waterfall, contesting with him, grappling all over him. Good strength.
Good from Williams, a good little pass in, and he.
Paul Farmer knew that was actually going wide of his near post.
Turns his man and tries to go for the left post, but it's a good save from the keeper.
Jordan Williams just requiring some treatment before the corner can be taken.
I think it's pretty obvious that Josh Williams will have won man of the match for Barrow. He's giving it everything tonight. Been absolutely solid for Barrow.
This could be a
At the
timely
moment,
boost for
sitting
Barrow and
down on the
Cox.
turf with a
Forest
bit
Green
of
come
an
here
injury.
next. And then back-to-back away trips in the league at Aldershot and Macclesfield. Before that, they play Kidderminster here in the
Don't know,
FA
Paul
Trophy
Cox
competition.
might
Lincoln
sub him
are
off.
still in as well.
That's a big 3 games in the National League for Paul Cox there, and he'll be delighted with his side performance tonight. After taking the lead, they really were on the front foot. Waved a bit of pressure in the start of the second half. Certainly the injury to Byron Harrison
Still
tonight
got
could
4
certainly
people listening
affect
in.
the way that
Thank
they
you
go
very
forwards.
much appreciated.
It's the end of the evening for Jordan Williams.
Oh, if I that it's Jordan Williams is coming off, I thought that was going to happen. To me, definitely man of the match. He's giving it everything for Barrow tonight.
Now the referee is coming over to speak to the Lincoln bench. Nick Cowley, the assistant manager, was, I think, a little too forceful in his opinion
Oh, well, let's go on with this corner.
about the fact the game hadn't restarted.
It looks like it's definitely a Barrow win. No way back in this game for Lincoln City.
He's going to be more frustrated in
And
a
Barrow
moment
look
when
like they're going to just
Barrow
keep it in the
introduce
corner.
their substitute, but before that they've taken the corner short to Hughes.
Well, I suppose Hughes is giving it right, but Lincoln win it. Can Lincoln break? No, they run the ball out for a throw into Barrow. Didn't exactly work that plan. And there's a substitute.
Ross Hannah,
It's Hannah, number
making a brief
10,
appearance.
coming on for Barrow.
Welcomed by the away fans as they call the Grimsby player.
Certainly player just likes to
Long throw taken.
play in the holes, pick up pockets of space, good pace to run in behind. Scored goals at Chester and Grimsby. Just hasn't really been able to get a look in the side with
Yeah, Barrow
Hughes,
keeping
Harrison
it
and Bennett
in the
scoring
Lincoln
goals.
City half.
Hannah's flick. Out of play by
That's
Raggett
going
as
to
we
go
approach
out
the
of the ground.
final minute of the 90.
Barrow won't mind that at all. Raggett helping Barrow with that clearance. So another throw
To look
which
back
will
on
be
and analyse
taken
from
long.
tonight.
And listen, they'll be disappointed tonight, but they come up against a good Barrow side who are very, very strong at home.
They might yet add to the 2 goals. Penalty.
And Lincoln City won. Barrow won a
Referee was in good
penalty.
position. The leader's night going from bad to worse.
So it should be now 3-0 to Barrow. They
Well,
just
my
won a
first reaction was
penalty.
this is nowhere near a penalty. Alex Woodyard. Reaction again. I don't think that's a penalty. He's thinking about the size. Nick Anderton up against Woodyard. It's a physical game, Steve. He's just got his body in the way to win the ball. I think Thomas Bramall's had a bit
But
of
I think he pushed the
inconsistent
player
night with
down
some decisions
before
that
he
he's made.
won the ball, so I think that is actually a penalty.
Yard on Anderton then. So into the 5 minutes of stoppage time, and Ross Hannah,
5 minutes of injury
who's
time, and
only
here comes
scored 3
Ross
goals all
Hannah,
season.
who obviously
Has
must
the
be
opportunity
Scottish with a name
to
like
score
that.
Barrow's 3rd of the night.
He's going to make it
On the penalty
3-0.
spot.
He does.
Richie
Ross
does
Hannah makes it
clearly.
3-0 to Barrow. It's
3
been a
goals to Barrow.
superb night for Barrow.
3
No way
points for
back
Barrow after
for
3
Lincoln
successive
City.
defeats.
Well, they shouldn't be with 5 minutes of injury time
Not
to
a night
play.
remember for the lead leaguers, Lincoln.
Oh,
He hasn't been
there.
on the pitch too long.
Good run of 50
Ross Hannah.
matches
quality penalty
unbeaten
into the
has
top
come
corner.
to a
Paul Farman goes the
crashing
right way, he
end here
goes
at
early.
Holker Street.
The quality was just so good, keeper couldn't get near it.
You can only say fair play to Barrow. A game off of Lincoln City would have
What a
won,
timely boost for Barrow.
but they didn't have
Given
got
the
my
fact they've won just 2 of their
predictions.
last 9
Was
games.
totally wrong.
3-0 scoreline against the league leaders.
Well, they'll certainly take that. Confidence is massive when you get 3 points and 3 goals.
So
A good
Ross had a
performance
kind of a
tonight.
super
3 games they've got
substitute
coming up next in the
scoring
National
on
League.
from the
That's what you
subs
needed to
bench.
build a little bit of confidence going into
Scoring
that.
from the subs bench. As Lincoln have a throw in. If they do score, I would say that only going to be a
I think they've been good for it
consolation.
as well, Steve.
Gotta say fair play to all those supporters who've made the trip to Barrow. Gonna be a long journey home for those Lincoln fans, and they won't even get the consolation. Well, they got a corner on the right.
Arnold with it.
Comes in.
Harmlessly wide. From Maria.
Nothing there for Lincoln. I think some full-time scores will have come in. Full-time in League One. Sheffield United 0, Fleetwood Town 2, Oldham Athletic 2, Peterborough United 0.
John Steele
in the Conference North, AFC Fleet 2, Alfreton Town 0.
Good night for the chasing pack for Dan Cowley. Just to put it aside, it just might give a little wake-up call to his side that when things are going well, it's very, very easy. Now we want to see a reaction from his players. Tough game against Brighton in the FA Cup coming up as well.
Down the left.
Could be a difficult week for them.
Nobody be there, so he's going to have to take it all on his own.
It's a foul.
Well, he's won a free kick.
Joe Ward.
And East Borough make it 3-2. Penny scoring on 90 minutes. In the Conference South.
2 minutes of stoppage time remaining.
The National League South, ball put in. Headed away. Barrow's still getting well stuck in. The ball's put again in the 18-yard box. And the keeper grabs that. And Ward's down.
Joe Ward is down for Lincoln.
In a bit of pain. Full time in the Championship, another victory for Brighton and Hove Albany. They've beaten Cardiff City 1-0, so they're quest for their first ever trip to the Premier League is still on. And they're now top of the league. Newcastle dropped to second, Reading move up to third. So Reading at the moment are beating Fulham. No, the referee just making the Barrow keeper take the ball from the right spot. Wasting a bit of time, we're in the 94th minute. We're seconds away from the end of this game. Ball kicked upfield.
Barrow seconds away from a timely boost, as far as they're concerned.
Time ticking out, nearly time for the full-time whistle.
Headed back by Raggett.
I would say when a fireman kicks this ball out, the referee's going to blow. No, he's not. He's going to play a bit more injury time. Back to the Lincoln keeper. He's going to launch it upfield.
Whitehouse.
Well, there's a free kick here for Lincoln City.
Surely will be the last action of the evening. He thinks the whistle should have already gone.
The full-time score, Southwood City 4, Nuneaton Town 0 in the National League North. Here comes the free kick. Will this be the consolation goal for Lincoln City? Because that's all it's going to be. This should be it. And it hits the wall, comes to nothing, and then it's blasted out the ground. And that is victory for Barrow. So Lincoln City's 50-match unbeaten run comes to an end. Will it affect Lincoln City It could do, but I don't think it will. For Barrow, they're back into the playoffs, looking for that return to the Football League after a long exit out. Nearly fought over what? I would say nearly 45 years. For Lincoln, they're still in good health to return to the Football League themselves. And that's it. So, what's up next? Of course, the FA Cup weekend. I'm not sure there's any football on Thursday, except for Man United, I think, play Hull City in that League Cup match. So we'll be probably back Friday and Saturday through the Sunday to Monday with the cup draw and all that. And I think I'm done for the night. Once again, thank you for everyone who dropped by. It's definitely much appreciated. Thank you once again as the subs keep on growing. And this is your home of live commentary audio football, whether it be the Premier League, the Championship, League 1, League 2 or the National League, plus the FA Cup. We love football and we do football on this channel, commentating on everything. I'll just say thank you very much again, and goodbye and good night.